Sasha Grey looks like a schoolgirl, but the only thing this teen studies are the scenes for her upcoming X-rated films. Due to the graphic nature of today's show, parental guidance is strongly suggested. The mind of a teenage porn star.
You would not believe the lengths that teenagers are going to make money. Why porn?
It feels good.
So I'm about to show you as I take you inside the world of teenage porn stars.
At a glance, Sasha appears to be your typical fresh-faced teen. But while most young women her age are still stumbling to find a paying job, 18-year-old Sasha has already locked into her career as a porn star.
Porn is everywhere, no matter how much people want it to go away, no matter how many people want to tell me to stop doing what I do, it's going to be here, regardless.
Having been sexually active and bombarded by pornographic materials in high school, porn has never been a stranger to Sasha.
I started watching porn when I was about 16 and a half. I incorporate SM into my sex life. Spitting, slapping, choking, punching, sensory deprivation, and they just thought, like most people think, that is just violent and it's quote-unquote abusive, which it's not. I just kept seeing this one-dimensional subculture, and my instinct told me, you know, I could do this.
Within 8 months, Sasha has already appeared in over 80 adult films.
I talk a lot during my scenes. That's one thing that people know me for. I'm loud and aggressive. Sometimes I name check myself during a scene. I'm dominant and I'm submissive. So I enjoy receiving pain and I enjoy giving pain. By the end of this year, I'd hope to make around $100,000 to $150,000, not including days I have to take off because I got an infection.
This young woman struggles with the trappings of her pornographic life.
There's a big market for the young girl type fetish, especially when you're my age. You get cast in those type of roles, and it should be done and be shown as role play.
But at the end of each shoot, Sasha feels that she is taking charge of her life.
What I do does make me feel empowered because I represent myself. I don't represent the porn industry. You know, I have outside interests and outside goals.
So Sasha, you are 18 years old.
Yes.
18 years old and have done 80 porn movies.
Around that, yeah.
You look like somebody that I went to middle school with, like somebody that went to my school, 8th grade. Do you think that is an appeal, that you look so young?
I definitely can say that there is a market for that, that people want to see the young, fresh face. But I do get typecast sometimes, but I would say probably only out of those 80 or so videos have I had to do that probably 5 or 6 times.
To act like you're younger than you are, to act like schoolgirl.
I don't do it though. I mean, you know, you wear the clothes, you wear the wardrobe, but I try to change that. I don't want to portray that. That's not who I am.
Tell me about the 50-year-old co-star on the set of a movie.
Oh, let's see, that was the first scene I did.
He was 50 years old?
He might be a couple years older than that, yeah. And it was during a fellatio scene. He was just telling me, oh, I'd like to do this to you, I'd like to do that, and he's Italian, so I can't really understand him. And I said, oh, would you like to punch me in the stomach? Go ahead. And he was just shocked. He didn't expect that from me.
And he punched you in your stomach?
No, he didn't do it.
But you wanted it?
Yes.
I want you to take me to your, that very first scene.
The first scene I did, I was nervous the whole day because I just didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to be shell-shocked and just sit there like, you know, and have no idea what to do. But once the actual scene started, once I was there in it, I felt completely in my own element.
And how far will you go? You'll have anal sex?
I do, almost every scene.
Every scene?
Just about, yeah.
And I've heard that you do gangbang scenes. What is a gangbang scene?
It's just a large group of men with one girl.
And how many guys have been on you at one time in one scene?
I did one of those and it was 15 guys.
15 guys on you? How did you tell your family that you were getting into this the first time? What did you tell them?
It was when I was here for about 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks I moved down here, and my mom had something to do with work down here, so she said, you know, that's a good chance to come see you. Her and my sister came, and I showed them around Hollywood, and we went out to eat, and when they dropped me off, I kept trying to think of ways to say it all night, but there's really no right way to say that, especially to your mother. And I just said the real reason I came, well, first I started out by saying, I can't expect to get respect from you unless I have the respect to tell you. So I said the real reason I came down here was to do porn, and that's how it went.
And what was her response?
Oh my God, you know, your body is sacred, it's a temple. My sister laughed, but I think that's more of the, you know, I'm afraid laugh than a ha-ha funny laugh. But
we're going to take a break, and her boyfriend Ian is here, and we're going to talk to him, and I need to regroup a little bit and get this together because this is very difficult for me. We'll be right back.
Up next, a teenager sucked into the seductive world of porn. The question I had to ask.
A lot of porn stars have said that they were sexually abused. Were you sexually abused?
And the answer I didn't expect. And later, it's porn star versus porn star.
I don't have a pimp, and I'm not a prostitute.
Before our break, with me talking to you, I find that you're cold and distant and hard, and I can't help but think that there is something that made you that way.
No, I just think when I'm dealing with business, I'm dealing with business, and, you know, I'm trying to get my facts out there. I'm trying to get my point out there. I mean, I may, what some people think, look like a young girl, but I'm actually a very responsible young woman.
A lot of porn stars, when they were younger, a big majority of them, with doing research, have said that they were sexually abused in some way.
A large amount.
Were you sexually abused in any way?
Not at all, no.
So this is just something that you just want to do just because?
Not just because I have, like I said earlier, it's self-exploration firsthand, and I'm getting to do it in a sex-positive way.
Well, and with going into porn, Sasha, there is a big percentage, as I said, of women that have had issues, whether or not they want to admit them or not, or face them or not, that there's a reason why they go into it. So it's not so much that I'm sitting here judging you for what you do. It's more of the reason why, because there's a reason why I do this talk show. There's a reason for everything.